Thanks for checking out another sermon from the Internet's Church of Metal, Rockin' Metal Revival. You can download the entire show at rmrshow.com or check out this highlight from the latest RMR.
Boy, Andy, that is brand new music from Jive Mother Mary called All Fall Down. What do you think of that?
That's good stuff. It's fresh.
It is very, and
it's rock and roll.
Boy, I tell you what, that track's called Out of Love. Smooth, what do you think? Great rock and roll band.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, and on the phone with us right now is the lead vocalist of that band, Mr. Mason Keck. Welcome to the show, bud.
How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Mason, like we were saying a little while ago, thank God for bands like Jive Mother Mary who come out as a real rock and roll band.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you guys enjoy it.
What drove you to that kind of sound? Or, I mean, you guys are young guys. I mean, you guys have got that real rootsy, bluesy, hard-driving rock sound. What got you started on that path?
It's just what we grew up on, man. We're down here in the southern states, down here in North Carolina. It's what our parents listened to, and it's just what we've always been drawn to, and that's just what we ended up playing, man.
So now, how long have you guys been together as this band? So, I mean, it's a mature sound. It sounds like you guys have been doing it for years.
We've been playing together for about 3 years now. This current lineup, we originally had 4 members, but as a 3-piece, we've been together probably about 2.5 years, I'd say.
Well, I tell you what, you guys sound like you've been together a long time. Now, this is your first debut release?
Yeah, it's our first full length. We did an EP about a year ago with the same guy, but this is the first full length CD we've done. And
you've been out on the road with some bands, I see. Tell us about some of the bands you've been opening up for.
We've played with a bunch of people, man. We've played with the Wailers. We've played with the Black Crows. We did an after party with them. We did a thing with Rockin. We did some stuff with Blackfoot. Yeah. We've done some stuff with some bands that are kind of up and coming. We did a show with a band called Rosehill Drive, who was actually on tour with The Who and Aerosmith last year. And we did a show with a band called Patty Porter, who was on tour with Shinedown and Saving Abel.
Right.
But we played with some pretty big people. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been in some real good company. I see here, too, you mentioned Cry of Love. I mean, I hear that in your guys' sound. Cry of Love, Blackstone Cherry. Are those big influences? Who else do you guys listen to?
Cry of Love is definitely a huge influence, man. That's where we got our name from, their CD Diamonds and Debris. But that CD is definitely all three one of our favorite CDs. But we're into anything from old school Aerosmith. We're really into Zeppelin, and of course the Black Crows. You can probably tell. But I'm really into Blackstone Cherry. New bands like that. Those are good bands. But mainly just old school classic rock and roll. Bad Company, Zeppelin, Hendrix.
Sounds like you've been dipping into our CD collection. That's what we're all listening to.
I hear you, man.
So now in your live shows, are you guys doing all original, or do you cover anything?
We're doing a lot of originals. We try to throw in some covers too, that are stuff that you don't hear every once in a while. We do like stuff Power of Soul by Band of Gypsies, just stuff that any covers we try to do stuff that nobody else does and you never really hear that much, but we'll throw a few covers in with the set, but we try to do mainly live stuff, or original stuff, sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. Tell me, how did you get hooked up with the Easy Riders Rodeo Tour?
We had a few mutual friends, a guy named Todd Perry. We've known him for forever, and he actually does a lot of the stage work for Easy Riders, and that's how we really got that connection. But we did a local ride in Wilson, which is about an hour and a half out of where we're based. But after that, we just kind of started doing a lot of shows with them, and we're actually going to Ohio with them this weekend to play 2 days in Chillicothe.
Well, that should be fun.
I hope so.
Hey, Mason, now I'm looking at your tour dates, and it's besides the 2 dates in Ohio, you kind of stick around your home state, North Carolina. Is there any plans on heading out to the Midwest or the East Coast or getting out across the country?
Yeah, man. We got a few local shows coming up soon, but we branched down to South Carolina. We play Wilmington a lot. We last summer we actually went out to Sturgis and a few places with Easy Riders, and we're going to try to do that again coming up summer, it's kind of hard to really branch out while school's going on. You know, we're all still seniors, so it's kind of hard to go too far from home.
Let me get this straight.
Be at school the next day. But.
You're all still seniors in high school. That's what you're telling me? You guys got to be the most popular guys in school.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't hurt any. We get some kids out some shows every once in a while. A lot of times parents are a little bit weary about letting their 17-year-old kid out to a bar.
So your parents, your parents had to be big influences on your musical upbringing. I mean, I'm looking at some of these bands and I'm like going, yeah, saw those when I was in high school, saw those. I mean, your parents real cool about letting you guys get out and explore?
Oh, definitely, man. My dad's pretty much the reason I started playing music. I just remember being, 11 years old, out in the practice room at our house. He always played in bands, and I just, sit there and chug along on the guitar, unplugged, really. That's kind of how I started playing, and it just kind of morphed from there. But, our parents are definitely a big influence on, what we play and why we play it. Thank God for getting a set of parents that'll let us go out and, frequent bars on the weekends and
oh yeah, that's got to help.
On a rock and roll show.
Their support's got to be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I've seen I think it was on your MySpace, some video clips and things like that. Do you guys ever do any acoustic shows too? So I can hear that.
We do,
some of this stuff going over
occasionally,
well.
Occasionally, I'll do some acoustic stuff, and Nathan, our bass player, he'll come out, and, he'll jam with me. We never really do acoustic shows as a full band, just because, I guess we've never really actually had the opportunity. Really, never had the people have never really asked us to play a full acoustic show, but it's something to be fun. I always love playing acoustic.
I would, but now with the release of the album, it's available on your website, and where else is it available at?
Well, you can buy it through the website. I'm pretty sure it's on iTunes. If it's not on iTunes yet, it will be very soon. And also it's through CD Baby, which is, I think that link's on our website. And, hell, send us a message on MySpace. If anything, we'll get your address and we'll ship one to you.
Now, Mason, we found out about you. A guy for the Classic Metal Show sent us, you got to check this band out. They sent us your MySpace. Now, you were just telling me you've also got your websites up and rolling?
Yeah, JiveMotherMary.com. It's going up. It's going up now as we speak, actually. But yeah, man, it should be fully up and functional in the next few days if it's not already. I haven't had a chance to check it today, to be honest.
Okay. Well, Mason, we're going to get on out of here, but we've really enjoyed having you on the show. And if you guys tour next summer, we'll be really disappointed if we don't see you in the Midwest.
Well, thank you, man. I'm glad I could be on your show.
Oh, a pleasure. And if you ever have anything going on, anything to promote, get a hold of us. Any new tunes, CDs, whatever.
Definitely,
just
man.
Keep in touch.
And tell us.
Hopefully, we'll see you guys soon.
And tell us a little bit about this title track, "All Fall Down." Is there a story behind that?
There's not really so much a story behind it. I mean, there's definitely I guess a kind of a message about, I was writing it and I was kind of thinking, there's all kinds of stuff that can just don't let stuff get you down. There's stuff that everybody's trying to bring you down. Something's always trying to bring you down, but you just gotta.
Ain't that the truth?
You just gotta go through it, and it's just. I don't know. I love that track, man, just because it's so many layers and everything about it. It makes for a fun listen, but.
You sure you guys are still in high school? You sound a little wise beyond your years. Good for you, but
I'm not pulling your leg, man.
No, all right, well, it's excellent stuff, though, Mason. Really.
Yeah. We're going to crank it up and tell everybody where they can get it. We're going to put your website on our. You can link it to Rockin' Metal Revival or Rockin' Metal Revival Show, rmrshow.com. We'll put you on there. And Mason, anything we can do to help you out, Jive Mother Mary is a friend of the Rockin' Metal Revival.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
There you are, another sermon from Rockin' Metal Revival. The RMR is a 3-hour hard rock heavy metal show that can be heard anytime at rmrshow.com.